Let's talk about execution. It's funny. I was on a podcast myself yesterday, and he was asking questions about how I talk about how I think execution is far more important than strategy. But how do you define execution? And then once again, like, what did you as an entrepreneur, how did you execute quickly? Like, what did the outcomes look like for execution?
So in terms of how do you execute quickly, there's two dimensions, right? Velocity is speed and the direction. And so ideally you have a lot of speed in the right direction. The way I think about it for a founder is you're basically a scientist. You have a hypothesis. I think that people, if we created a marketplace for shared car services, people would use them. And then you need to test that and validate or invalidate it as fast as possible. And the way you do that is you ship an MVP ideally really fast, or some variation of customer feedback interviews, et cetera. But the best teams are able to just spin up a lightweight version of products and test a very specific hypothesis.
Is that something you felt like you and your teams that you built were really good at doing? It's just like really, really quick. Like, forget, obviously, all the stuff you did was before all the AI stuff, really. But like, you were still able to spin things up really fast. How did you imbue that mindset, or how did you hire people who executed at that level? Like, what did you do to make sure you built a team like that, and or create the culture that embodied that mindset?
I think it's really hard to take somebody and change their wiring. I think you just have to find people who are intrinsically wired to want to ship things quickly and have that sense of, let me just put something out into the world and see what happens, and rather than think through it. So I was just really lucky to have teammates who were amazing at shipping things fast and being comfortable with throwing something away if our hypothesis around it wasn't validated.
Okay. Were there any questions you asked then to like hire people like that and to find those people?
I think actually references are really valuable for this. So you basically just say, what did they actually get done? Like, specifically, not did you like working with them, were they well regarded? As tell me about what they actually changed and what impact did they have at the place they were at last. And then I think some of this too is just a feeling, right? There's that person who will be like, oh, I'll get you this answer or this assignment back to you in 2 weeks, and then somebody else is like, here, I just whipped up my version of it during the meeting. Like, I think it's at the startup stage, you really want that person who just has that bias for action.
So how does that play out too? I think sometimes people over-index on a piece here. So sometimes what happens, I feel like some people are really good at responding to emails right away, as an example. And I'm always worried. I'm like, wait, if you're so fast responding to email, what are you not doing? Like, it's also impressive. I'm like, oh wow, you got back to me so fast with a thoughtful answer. But do you have time for all the other things? And the answer might be yes. Like, I don't know how Elon Musk runs 3 different companies or 5 different companies and has 15 kids and tweets nonstop. Like, I don't forget his politics for a second. But that's really impressive. Like, I don't know how he does it.
Yeah, agreed. I mean, how do you think? He probably delegates. He probably just does things over text and has people who can do things for him.
Yeah. So on the note, so then how do you look for that as an investor? How do you look for those executors? Is it because like you do the same sort of reference checks, or you ask them like, what did they really build last time? Or how are they showcasing what they're getting done in the speed of that execution?
I'm a product guy, so I love to just see what you've built. So I'll just say, what have you built? You have this idea. Have you mocked it up in Figma? Is there a prototype? Have you done anything with Claude? Like, that's for me a way to see, have they actually done anything to date? And then I will try to track, if I can, how that changes over a short period of time. And so Mark Suster, an investor at Upfront Ventures, has this classic line of, you kind of look for lines, not dots. You're looking for how somebody's product trajectory changes over a short period of time. And that's indicative of the slope and their sort of way of being.
Yeah, and obviously all the other pieces need to fit together too. Given today's world, right? I don't want to spend too much, AI is about everything right now, but I don't want to spend too much time on that just yet, at least. But given as you mentioned, the speed at which, or the ease of which it now is, people are able to create things. I assume you're looking for people who, no one can come into your office and not show you a full like live demo. Like, that would be an embarrassment.
It is weird to me today when somebody comes in and they haven't tried anything. And I think that is at least a yellow flag, especially in the consumer side, where you really need to kind of just test things to figure out if it's going to work or not.
Yeah. What have there been good excuses for why people haven't done that?
None of them are good.